What is good, Pucatraders? We're back for round one, and we won the die roll. How lucky of us. We're going to play first. And this hand is pretty phenomenal. Missing like a removal spell from it being actual perfect, but we're going to keep it anyways. No need to ship this one back. Our opponent is Dark Mage Walt. Good luck, Dark Mage. I assume his name is Walt. Perhaps short for Walter. All right. Start off with a Coral Helm Guide. Pass the turn back. They play a guy here, and okay, I was gonna say if it's something that has like 2 toughness, we're definitely attacking. All right, let's start off with a Benthic Infiltrator. Not start off with, but continue with a Benthic Infiltrator. Can just scoot right by this Fortified Rampart. Plural. Looking for our green source, one of them. All right, we'll ingest. Get a Kite Sail Scout. Okay. All right, well, I'm pretty sure that was one of the rules. You don't play these, but, Walt probably has a reason for it. And, I'm not judging. Next turn, we can Rush of Ice something and Awaken, which is great, but still can't get around these. We can also just pay the 5 to make something unblockable as they sheer drop our Infiltrator. Smite the Monstrous. Well, pretty bad against these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this guy unblockable and swing for 4. This puts the pressure on Walt, and makes them probably want to play something pretty big. Well, maybe a couple small things. And the Kite Sail Scout. Okay. I wonder if they're playing like Swarm Surge. If they're playing things like, double Kite Sail Scouts and, Call the Scions. Ulamog's Reclaimer. Well, what we can do is we can Rush of Ice and then tap this down, and then Ulamog's Reclaimer to get it back. But they can currently gain like pretty close to infinite off this Blighted Step, so we have to watch out for that. Also, if they have any sort of like onboard tricks, like what's it called? Like the things that get like, Death Touch or flying when you gain life. All right, Incubator Drone. Let's see. Still can't smite anything here. So perhaps we just play Incubator Drone. Say go. I think we do just, if they do end up running something like the Swarm Surge, we just have the most amount of bodies out on the field. So I think that we do that. Plus, we're also just looking for one more land, so then we can make this start to be unblockable. And if we ever draw a green source, we can use this and this to start getting through damage too. Because as of right now, they're just blocking with the Silent Skimmer. And doing nothing, they have no cards in hand. Sheer drop. It's not super exciting. Let's see. So we can use the Reclaimer to get back Rush of Ice to then play next turn on this. I think that we do that. Could be that they just gain, what is this, 14 life. So put that back in your graveyard, put that back in our hand. Say go. They didn't use this, and they're just playing their land, so that's interesting. We can combo Rush of Ice and Sheer Drop together to make our own kill spell. Well, not having a green source is hurting us now. Let's see. We can tap something down now. And then next turn, Sheer Drop it with Awaken. So we can Awaken both of these. I think that we do that. Cast with Awaken here. Awaken this land. Not use the Eldrazi Scion because we need it in case we don't draw land. But I will attack with this Shadow Glider. I feel like our opponent is one Swarm Surge away from just doing buttloads of damage. But, you know, I think that we could survive buttloads. Yeah. Gain 14. And they're just playing their lands. All right. They look super flooded. Core Entanglers. Well, not exactly what we want. We're going to cast this Awaken here. 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm spreading out these counters on our lands so that way we can get around all of this. I'll swing in here. Next turn, we can just swing them all in. Jumping with the Kitesail Scout. Okay. They are at 25. We could have just blocked with their face. But, you know. We also have the Smite the Monstrous in case they go and play something incredibly huge. All right, nothing. Play this land. Should probably hold on to lands, actually, for our Retreat to Emeria. Yeah, I think we're just going to attack here with these. And they're going to triple block? Or are they just going to chump? Take 6. No, looks like they're just chumping everywhere. All right. Interesting call. I don't know if I would have made that, but it's certainly interesting. All right. So they're just playing their lands. And they have a retreat in their deck. So, all right. Well, I mean, you know, I can't say that I've been perfect with my lands. So, I can't, if I don't hold myself into the same regard for my opponent, you know. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can tap this down and get in through for a ton of damage. We could tap this down and get this in also. 3, 4, 5. No, I think I'd rather just smash. I think I'd rather just smash. And now I'm kind of thinking of playing this land. So that way if they do play something big, we can smite it on their turn. Like, what is this? Oh, more dorks. Okay. All right. Playing the dorks. Benthic Infiltrator. Okay. So, I guess we're swinging in with the team. I'm leaving this back because they can just block a Scion on it, and that's no value. All right. Taking a lot. Let's see. Do they gain 1 life here, or do they, or gain 2 life? Sorry. Ooh, 2 life. All right. I think that we have this one pretty locked up now. So let's see. You can get first strike. All right. Okay. I don't even think that we have to show our opponents that. And we got a swamp off them. Yeah, I don't even think that we have to show our opponents anything. I mean, we have the Coral Helm guide. Gaining another 2 life. That's great. And we win. Okay. Opponent's playing an interesting deck. It is an interesting one. I don't blame him for that. So what can we do against said interesting deck? I don't think there's a whole lot. I think the only thing I'd rather really want is like an anticipate. Bring in things like salvage drone doesn't seem like an answer. Seems more like a problem. Yeah, I think that I like where we're at, and we're just gonna submit. Just run it back. All right. So we have a Tide Caller, all of our lands. I think we're good. Tide Caller, Incubator Drone, the whole thing. No Kitescale Scout from our opponent. I guess that's both good and bad. Good for our opponent, bad for us that he doesn't have one on turn 1. All right. Player Evolving Wilds. Maybe should have actually held off on the Evolving Wilds for things like Retreat to Emeria. That was actually probably a mistake playing this. Don't make that mistake. While it may be intuitive to play Evolving Wilds on turn 1, I don't think that that was the right play at all. So I'm glad that I'm catching it now and not making this mistake again later, but bad for me for not, just, not just doing the correct play to start off with. I am going to thin out the deck, though, because I do want to hit our 3-drop, and I don't want to draw any more lands, which we're going to draw right here. Play a Plains, they go. Drew a Shadow Glider. That's good. Could probably just play that on 3. I'd actually rather play that on 3 and use this as a as an Eternal Witness later. It's a pretty good card. Sometimes you just see cards and it's just like, yeah, this has a lot of great things going for it. Ew. Not thrilled with that. Still not going to play this Forest yet. Maybe if we draw like Veteran War Leader or something right here. Maybe. Okay, so it'd be a 1/1. So I don't think I'm going to do that. Instead, I think I'm just going to play this Shadow Glider. We could have played War Leader and then next turn played Incubator Drone and just made it into a 3/3. But I want the ability to attack to be taken off the table. All right, they're just calling here. That's great. And a Kite Sail, that's fine. I'm going to play my Incubator Drone. All right, so now we just need to draw some Awaken spells. If we draw some Awaken spells, we are in business. Now we can play War Leader as a 4/4 next turn. That's good. We don't have any other allies. Well, we have these guys. But I'd rather just, have other allies. Oh, goodness. Oh, dear. That's big. That's big time. Slab Hammer. Well, I'm going to play Veteran War Leader, and I'm going to play Slab Hammer. Say go here. So they may just be content just chilling here with the Felidar Sovereign. Or they might be content, just trying to ramp up to 40. But we'll see. I mean, we can double block here. Yeah, I think they're just content. All right. Let's see. Can attach Slab Hammer here. All right, that's interesting. So what I'm thinking is attaching Slab Hammer here and attacking. Or sorry, attaching Slab Hammer and then playing Tidecaller and then attacking. And then possibly returning a land. Actually, probably returning a land. So let's go to put Slab Hammer on here. Maybe we don't even need to play Tidecaller. Now, the trample is very good. So I think that we do play Tidecaller. So we don't get anything back. No profit. So yeah, we'll attack and then we'll give it trample. Attack, return a land, give it trample. That's what I mean to say. So we'll attack. We'll return a land. Still attacking. And then we will tap another ally. And give it trample. Bam. Suck on that. Nice life gain strategy. Oh, I didn't play a land. Whoops. That's fine. If we draw another ally, it's actually really great because then we can start giving this vigilance and trample. Ugh, sheer drop. That's not great. That's not great at all. All right, all the things, and you are hellbent. Sounds great. They attack here with this, we'll probably just take it. Yeah, it's a lot of life. A lot of life in both directions. All right. So let's see. We just play Cloud Manta and say go. I don't want to sacrifice sacrifice the Scion to put a Slab Hammer on something. All right, they are cool doing nothing. We are drawing all the lands. So I think that what we can do is we can go attach Slab Hammer onto Cloud Manta. And attack. Turn land. Yep. You could triple block. This is good too, because we could also then triple block the Felidar Sovereign. All right, blocking there. It's great. Play a land. There you go. All right, something good? Spell? Spell would be great. Spell like Rush of Ice would be really great. Ooh, Retreat to Mirror is awesome. Let's see. We can play a Plains. And put a core ally into play. Yeah, I think that we put a core ally into play. No, we give our Shadow Glider +1/+1. That can swing in too. Well, do we? This is a tough call. I'm actually going to make a core ally. We'll always yield to that. Swing in here. Turn this. And say go. Yep. Call the Scion. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Except now the Cloud Manta is going to start doing some work against their life total. Core Whirler Blade. Interesting. So now we can go to play the Whirler Blade. Blah, blah, blah. Then play a land. Let's see. Play a land. Give all of our creatures +1/+1. And attack here. And attack here. Maybe I shouldn't have given +1/+1. Just got another core ally. But we will return a land. Pass it back to them. So they're at 23. 24, we're at 8. So we do need a way to deal with this because that will start getting out of hand. We're glad that they didn't save up their lands and then just put counters onto the Drana's Emissary or onto the Felidar Sovereign. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so now I think that we can attack with everything. So what we can do is we can go play this land. Creatures get +1/+1 is the end of turn. Yes. Oh, we should have played the land afterwards. No, because then we would have had to have a tap land. So we're going to cast with Awaken here. Choose a land. I'll choose that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. Now we can go attack, attack, attack. Attack, 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 because that has flying. And say yes. That's great. Turn a Plains. And yeah, crunch. They go into block modes. Cloud Manta is going to crunch with a lot. It's a 6. Next turn, we can play the Tide Caller and then Rush of Ice, the Drana's Emissary. That's pretty great. I think that they're just dead if we do that. We'll pass. No land. Let's see what they have for their spell. Fortified Ramparts? Yeah, that's probably not going to do it. Ooh, and a Smite? Okay. Now I think that we're in extra good shape. So let's see. They can go... They won't be able to block this. They won't be able to block this. This is going to be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so they're just dead in the air. We'll play a Tide Caller. Get back Rush of Ice. Also, I'll have First Strike. And we'll cast here. And we'll swing in. And they're very dead. Very, very dead. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if our deck is good or not. I don't think that our opponent's deck was very good, but you know, we'll get some answers in round 2, and we'll see you then.